Black Sheroes, L. Jones. My black heroes don't drop names like Fendi, Gucci, Prada. My black Sheroes rock afros like Angela Davis and Asada. But my Sheroes are more than a trend and they're bigger than a hairstyle. For their people, they risk death, imprisonment, and exile. They'll give you an education in gender, race, and class. So for real knowledge, you need to honor African women present, future, and past. Yes, Malcolm, Garvey, Huey are important to feel, but I'm repping Mary Prince, Winnie Mandela, and Zora Neale. If you're only telling the history of black men, then there's a half that you missed. When we miseducate our brothers, they can't relate to their sisters. I'm talking the foundations whose praises our people never sing. But without civil rights queens like Septima Clark, Diane Nash, or Ella Baker, there would be no king. See, my Sheroes are hip-hop in its original incarnation, because it ain't real hip-hop if it don't pay respect to the mothers of the black nation. Remember, the first drum beat begins in the womb, so brothers need to center themselves in the spirit of Mama Oya, Isis, and Oshun. Taking it back to Africa, there's a her story we should prize, like Ya Sante Wan Quinzinga, leading their nations to rise. Because Dear Mama ain't just the name of a song, it's the spirit of the African mother that makes our people strong. So before you drop that mixtape, you better crack open a book and read Kimberly Crenshaw, Barbara Smith, and Bell Hooks. Don't talk to me about gangsta if you're misleading the youth. If you want real hard talk, then check Sojourner Truth. Before you call women bitches, check out her speech, because ain't I a woman is like church sister preach. Or if you really want someone who tells it without flinching, think of the risks Ida B. Wells took to publish on lynching. But if you think slavery was only in America, then your knowledge is weak. I advise you to learn the story of Mary Joseph Angelique. And shout out to Carrie Best, Mary Ann Shaw, and Mary Bibb, publishing the Clarion, Provincial Freeman, and Voice of the Fugitive. If you don't know your own power because her story was kept quiet, you need to study Eliza Parker and how she kicked off the Christiana riots. And local black women's history should have you changing your tune, like in Nova Scotia with Viola Desmond, Madeline Simmons, and Rose Fortune. Don't depend on celebrities to reflect you, just to widen your perspective. Go read the Combahee River Collective. Of all of our names, Harriet is one of the greatest, because we have Tubman, Powers, Wilson, and Jacobs. I can tell you more names to feed your mind, or sister, did I stutter? Open the books of Phyllis Wheatley, Audre Lorde, or Octavia Butler. And before you set limits on yourself because of the color of your face, remember black women like Mae Jameson have actually been to space. And in my own life, there's more women than I can have written. Women who inspire like Connie Sparks, Lynn Jones, Michelle Williams Lord, and Rhonda Britton. You see, my Sheroes are really too many to list. So I hope that this poem had you throwing up a Black Power fist.